spoken about two players, and it's kind of showing the opposite ends of the spectrum. You've got Sander Berg, a championship player, 24 years old, would come in and most certainly be a squad player. And if he grows into something more, fantastic. On the other end, you've got Frankie de Jong, who it's not happening, but this is the different caliber of players that we're looking at. What does your gut or your head tell you that we're more likely to lean towards if we do get anyone in this summer? A high caliber, expensive signing, or someone not quite Ben Davis, Kabak, but a bit more squad playerish type of thing? I mean, somebody else who is kind of in the middle of those two extremes, Jay, is Ruben Neves, and he's come out in a recent interview and slightly unprompted has talked about missing Champions League football and stuff like that. Maybe it's a come and get me. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. I think he was asked about moves away and what have you. But is that someone that you'd like the look of in a Liverpool shirt?
Out of all the midfielders linked to us, except Barella, he's my number one choice, Neves. He comes straight into the team for me as well. He's good enough for that. His range of passing is brilliant. Can score outside the box, which we don't have. And it's having creativity. Loads of people linked to us, like number sixes. I don't think that's what we need. I think Fabinho's one of the best sixes in the world. Henderson's more than capable of playing there. I actually think that's Henderson's best position now, because he offers nothing creativity-wise going forward. So I think a player like Neves would be perfect, because he can play the 6 and he can play the 8. And like I say, his range of passing is brilliant, set-piece expert, captain at Wolves, so he's a leader and can score outside the box. So for me, Neves ticks every single box. I'd be all over him myself.
I feel like it's a slightly overused term, and I think it can be a little bit irrelevant, but he's got that Premier League experience is maybe something that stands him out from some of the other links, obviously Caicedo as well. But Kev, is Neves someone that you would hope that we'd definitely be looking into at least?
Out of the ones, I totally agree with Jake. He's up there for me. He could offer us so much. And if you listen to what Klopp has asked for, and what he identifies, and he wants someone who can play an 8 and a 6. So he fits that profile straight away, and we should be going. But it wouldn't be cheap. You're looking at about 50, 60 odd mil, and especially at this late stage, it could be a little bit more. But I'd be all over it myself. He was heavily linked with United, and if United hadn't went for him, I think that would be a better fit than what Casemiro is for me personally.
Hang on, I'm just searching up somebody else actually, but I don't know if he's not in his last year of his contract, is he?
Is that Conrad Lema?
Oh, it might be actually. Okay, Neves has got 2 years left by the looks of it, so. Oh yeah, maybe we could negotiate something. I don't know, but Rigo, I know you're kind of in the Caicedo boat, but Neves is someone who's performed at a very high level in this league and has consistently shown his quality. And again, he's definitely been on the list for teams like Man United. So maybe just for the banter of stealing someone from them again, maybe we should go in for him. No.
I think he's definitely quality and would add something to the team and would be a nailed-on starter as well. The only trepidation that I would have with that move, if you take a look at his overall stats, is his defensive numbers are fair to middling, and I know that Klopp and Pep Linders will probably get more out of him in that respect of the game, and also style of play might have something to do with that, but. He attempts 3 tackles a game and misses like 2 of them. I forget what stat it was, but he gets dribbled past plenty, and he earns his fair share of yellow cards as well. So while he does offer a threat outside the box, those aren't high probable shots, and his assist numbers aren't super high as well. But again, that goes to style of play. He does a lot for the Wolves as far as carrying possession and kind of being the first pass that leads to the assist, But I think he would add something to it. I think with that Premier League experience, that probably tacks on at least another 10 to 15 million on his overall valuation, just for that.
With the Neves situation and kind of coming back to the theme of this video, Jay, again, teams like Wolves are building something. They're obviously changing their approach. They've shipped out Connor Cody for this season at least. They've brought in Nunes, who we would have liked to have signed. They're clearly trying to build something, and so again, to leave it this late, Neves is someone we could have absolutely been in for and absolutely got across the line even a couple of weeks ago before the season started. But for that reason, I almost doubt that we do get anybody in. It feels like it has been a mighty cock up on our end.
I agree with you. I don't see us signing anyone now, just for how late it is, to be honest. But Wolves have just signed Nunes, which, he's not necessarily an exact replacement for Neves, but I think if we do sign someone, it's not going to be anyone that we're linked to, any of them. So it won't be Tielemans, it won't be Neves, it won't be Caicedo, won't be Burge. It could be someone like Rodrigo said, Milinkovic-Savic, because that's primarily what Liverpool do. You're there nothing, and then they're stood there with a shirt and a signed. So in my mind, I don't think we get anyone, but I think if we do, it's probably not going to be someone that any of us are expecting, which could be a good thing. Might be someone completely outside of the box, but I hope we do get someone. But I allude to what Kev said earlier. I don't want it to just be anyone like Sander Berge just for the sake of it. I'd rather just play Bajcetic or give Jones a better run of games, use our own youth rather than blowing 35 mil on a Championship player, because there's better options for that type of money, younger players and ones with less injuries than him as well. So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we do get someone, but time will tell.